Hej och välkommen till avsnitt 47 av Learn Swedish with Katrin. Idag ska vi prata om något förvirrande. Today we're going to talk about something confusing. And honestly, even people who speak very good Swedish sometimes stop and think about this. We are talking about the difference between ska and kommer att. If this already feels scary, relax. You do not need to master this today. You just need to start noticing the difference and get a feeling for it. That is enough. First, the good news. Both ska and kommer att are used to talk about the future. So, if you use one when the other one would be more natural, people will still understand you. This is not a disaster area, it's a feeling area. Using the wrong one will throw off the vibe of the sentence and sometimes sound like you're intentionally doing something you might simply be observing. But if you're obviously learning Swedish, no one will freak out or be offended. To follow along in the transcript today and do all the exercises I have created for you to master ska and kommer att, join us on Patreon for only $10 per month. Go to patreon.com/slow Swedish or click the link in the show notes and sign up today. Let us start with ska, because this is usually the first one people learn. Ska is very common. We use it all the time. Ska is often about plans, decisions, intentions, or things that are already decided. It has a bit of a harder vibe. When I teach the difference, I usually say it with a frown and as a command, just to make the difference clear. For example, I will study Swedish tonight. Jag ska plugga svenska ikväll. This feels like a plan. Maybe you decided it already. Maybe it's in your calendar. Ska fits well in here. Another example. We're going to eat dinner at 6. Vi ska äta middag 6. Again, a plan. Maybe someone cooked. Maybe you talked about it. Ska feels natural. We also use ska when deciding something in the moment. For example, it is cold. I will close the window. Det är kallt. Jag ska stänga fönstret. You decided right now. Ska is perfect. Now, let's look at kommer att. Kommer att is also future, but it often talks about what we believe will happen, what is likely, or what we expect. Not so much a plan, more a prediction. When I teach kommer att, I usually say it softly with a shrug, like, I don't know, but maybe, we'll see. It's an exaggeration, but you get the difference. For example, it will rain tomorrow. Det kommer att regna imorgon. You did not decide this. You cannot control it. You are predicting. Kommer att sounds very natural here. Another example. You will learn Swedish. Du kommer att lära dig svenska. This is not a plan in your calendar. It is more a belief or a promise. I believe this will happen. Kommer att fits well. If you use ska, it sounds more like a command or a threat. Here is a very important feeling difference. Ska often feels active, kommer att often feels passive. With ska, someone is doing something on purpose. With kommer att, something will happen. Let us compare. I am going to call my mom. Jag ska ringa min mamma. This is a decision. You choose to do it. I am going to miss my mom. Jag kommer att sakna min mamma. This is a feeling that will happen. You're not choosing it. Kommer att feels better. If you use ska here, it sounds like you're planning on missing your mom for some specific reason. Now, let us look at some common mistakes. Many learners say, jag kommer att äta middag klockan 6. Is this wrong? No. People will understand you, and in some context, it is what you want to say. But it sounds a bit strange. Eating dinner at 6 sounds like a plan, something decided. So ska feels more natural. Using kommer att in this situation sounds like you're predicting the future, not that you've chosen it. Jag ska äta middag klockan 6. That's the plan. Kommer att would sound more natural if it was something less planned. For example, it will be difficult. Det kommer att bli svårt. You are not planning difficulty, you're expecting it. The same goes for enjoyment. It will be a lot of fun. Det kommer att bli jättekul. Using ska here sounds like you're forcing someone to enjoy themselves. Det ska bli kul. Det måste vara kul. Another funny mistake people make is using ska when they're going to be late. I will be 10 minutes late. Jag ska bli 10 minuter sen. This sounds like you're intentionally showing up 10 minutes late. If that is the case, use ska. If it's an accident, you're simply observing, use kommer att. Another important thing. We often use ska when talking about near future and personal actions. We often use kommer att for a bit more distance, more general future, or bigger things. For example, I will take a shower. Jag ska duscha. Very close, very personal, ska. But life will change. Livet kommer att förändras. Big, general, not something you decide in the moment. One more important thing before we finish. Sometimes both are possible, but the meaning or intention behind the sentence changes a little. For example, jag ska vara hemma ikväll. I will be home tonight. This sounds like a plan. Maybe you decided not to go out. Jag kommer att vara hemma ikväll. This sounds more like a result you're observing. Maybe you are sick. Maybe nothing else is possible. Same time, same sentence, different feeling. So do not hunt rules too hard here. Listen, notice, feel. Ask yourself, is this a plan? Is this a decision? Is this something I choose to do? Then ska is usually right. Or, is this a prediction? Is this something I expect? Is this something that will happen, not because I choose or force it, then kommer att often fits better. And remember, making mistakes here means you are actually speaking Swedish. That is a good sign. Time to practice. I have created a bunch of exercises for you to master ska and kommer att. To access all of them and all other study materials for Learn Swedish, join us on Patreon for only $10 per month. Go to patreon.com/Slow Swedish or click the link in the show notes and sign up today. Vi kommer att höras igen nästa vecka. Eller hur? We will speak again next week, right? Jag ska göra många nya avsnitt till er i år. I will create many new episodes for you this year. Hej då!